Kissing Ryan Reynolds might seem like a dream to many, but it was a straight-up nightmare for Morena Baccarin. Why? Keep watching to find out. In the Deadpool movies, it goes without saying that Vanessa and Wade Wilson match each other's freak. Vanessa is a great romantic interest for the titular character in the original 2016 film, and even though she winds up fridged in Deadpool 2, she is at least brought back to life for that movie's kind of sequel, Deadpool and Wolverine. This is great news for Morena Baccarin, of course, even if she wasn't the biggest fan of having to kiss Ryan Reynolds in those earlier Deadpool movies.
Maximum effort.
While promoting Deadpool 2, Baccarin spoke with People magazine about having to kiss Reynolds, which doesn't sound too bad at first, but it apparently had one major drawback.
I keep saying that kissing him in that mask is like kissing a giant latex condom.
Oh,
because
perfect.
he basically just smells like rubber the entire time.
Oh, God. I'm gonna throw up in my mask.
Trying to kiss someone through a mask certainly sounds like it would present a challenge or two, and it didn't make acting much easier either. Baccarin continued, "I feel like when I looked at his face, it was harder to connect with him, with the person. Fortunately, audiences didn't pick up on any problems in the finished product, as the pair have amazing chemistry in the Deadpool movies." Of course, kissing Reynolds was the least scandalous thing Baccarin had to do during her time playing Wade Wilson's one true love. The first Deadpool movie features a sex montage involving the pair, with each moment coinciding with a different holiday. Baccarin revealed on Conan that it took 2 days to film the entire arduous sequence.
I think about 2 days to shoot because it was us making sweet love for an entire calendar year.
They apparently shot even more scenes, as Baccarin teased that some moments were left out of the final film. Her scene partner Reynolds also found the experience excruciating. He spoke with The Fix about having to shoot the montage, saying, "It's not as titillating as it is just sort of funny, and horrifying at times. It was a year's worth of sex in one day."
Fake laugh, hiding real pain.
Baccarin may have contended with long days and odd smells while filming the romantic scenes in Deadpool and Deadpool 2, but she says she at least had a supportive cast and crew to help her get through it all. In 2015, she told Collider, "There's a lot of laughing, and that stuff is always uncomfortable. It's not fun for anybody involved. But we made the best of it, and by the end of the day, you get so used to each other." It couldn't have been all bad either, seeing as Baccarin will reprise Vanessa yet again in Deadpool and Wolverine. Even though she appears in the trailer to Deadpool's hotly anticipated MCU debut, it seems that Vanessa herself only appears in a limited capacity. Since the movie mostly looks to be an adventure shared by Wade Wilson and Wolverine, Baccarin has played coy about the extent of her role. In an interview with comicbookmovie.com, she was asked if she thought it was time for Vanessa to turn into her comic book counterpart, Copycat, in the new film. She replied with a laugh, adding, "I think yes, but I think she's also competing against a very large universe." From minor cameos to Marvel Titans, Deadpool and Wolverine is sure to have a pretty stacked cast. But regardless of who makes it into the final film, there's only one person who can say they once had a holiday-themed sex montage with the Merc with the mouth. And isn't that something worth celebrating?